people just forget the awesome stuff they've done.
Mm-hmm. How did you come to know Ted Carr? Are you in one of his groups? He's a big
Mm.
name on the Skool platform.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm in Contentpreneurs and contentpreneurship.com, which
Mm-hmm.
thankfully is about to be rebranded to a different name that isn't like a weird website address.
Yeah, it's a complicated word spelling. It's like spelling bee expert.
I know. I mean, I'm not exactly crazy about contentpreneurs. That's taken me a while to get
Mm-hmm.
my gums around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I kind of joined. Yeah, I joined Skool about a year ago. Actually, when I think about it, it might be exactly a year ago today that I joined Skool. I think, and I think I started like a trial, 14-day trial for
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I thought about. Like most people, I started a group on the first thing I thought about that I could possibly do, which was a group for authors. And then it kind of started 1st of February. But yeah, Ted Carr kind of emerged in the Skool community as just a really active person. And one of his first posts I remember him writing was a screenshot of him withdrawing $10,000 of affiliate money, saying, "Time to cash this out." That was
Mm-hmm.
like an iconic post, I guess, that kind of highlighted what's possible on Skool. It's like a whole new set of rules
Mm-hmm.
applied to Skool.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ted kind of stood out, and then I started to really enjoy his kind of videos, which was him with much longer hair,
Mm-hmm.
walking around talking about you know offers and making money and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Ted's come up with a lot of really useful stuff. I'm pretty sure it's him who's kind of originated the four buckets ideas, the four buckets idea when it comes to an offer. Am I
Mm-hmm.
right in thinking that? Do you think, like, when it comes to a high ticket offer, how, just for anyone who's watching this and is unaware, when you have a high ticket, ideally you really need to be in one of four buckets, which is health, wealth, relationships, or chronic pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Ted has kind of originated that. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter whether he did or he didn't. He kind of it's who introduces it into your brain that matters, really, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And so you came to Skool, you started your own group with on authors, and
And
you found Ted that you're kind of cruising along with it. Did you try anything from um with the authors group? How did that evolve in the early days? What did it look like?
yeah, I kind of. I mean, I think I was just kind of finding my way and working out how to run a community, and
Mm-hmm.
there's so much to learn. That's one thing with Skool. It is a business in a box, pretty much. And for me, it was kind of, even though I've always been self-employed, entrepreneurship. Uh, I never did it especially well, and I think that's because I was always kind of confused about all these kind of separate tools that were dotted around the internet, and I couldn't quite figure out how to bring them together. And Skool just brings so much of that stuff together, and
Mm-hmm.
allows you to start a community. I had and still have a Patreon as an author and YouTuber and stuff, and so I'd kind of been used to that. But that's a very different thing because that is very much the guru model rather than the networking model.
Mm-hmm.
Because Patreon is just terrible at community. It doesn't really. It's literally not built for that. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'd done that for a few years, and so that probably given me a few bad habits that probably linger to this day. you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of so with the author group, I was just figuring out how to do it and kind of um, upselling members to like coaching sessions, which was quite good.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, I kind of realized that I don't know. I don't think authors in the main don't have a hell of a lot of money to spend. That's point A.
Mm-hmm.
That may have influenced my decision to shelve the group. And then
Mm-hmm.
point B is that, to be honest, most of us authors are just like doomed to tinker with the same novel for like 2,000 years and never get it finished. And so I just think,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the most rewarding sector
Mm.
to be in. But also, my heart at the time, and this is largely still the case, wasn't really in being an author anymore.